All right, and we are back with more Trails of Cold Steel 2. All right, we gonna go over here and help George out starting his shop. I want to turn this into a workshop for creating Valamar's Tachi. If you get the chance, I'd really appreciate if you could help me out. Choosing to help George make his workshop will cause the main story to advance, of course. Yep. So make sure you do this, do all your stuff, getting your quests and everything before you come here and help me. Thanks. Well then, do you think you could bring my tools over from over in the Orbital Factory? Can do, George. Reen and George began remodeling the ship's hold into a workshop. While the process was more than a little exhausting, it didn't take long before they were finished. Now, how the hell did they get that over there? Ooh, this should work for now. Okay, let's get this process. Let's see if we can process this Lemurian ore. Ready? I'm sorry, I keep feeling like I'm about to sneeze. I've been having my allergies been killing me, man. I'm just like I feel like it's coming on, then it just goes away, and I'm like, okay. Now I don't want to sneeze into the mic like that, We're going to start by reinforcing Valamar's existing blade, right? Kind of your way of prepping for the real thing. That's the idea, yeah. I just want to get a feel for what it's like to work with, and it'll give you a stronger sword to use in the meantime. Let's get to work. Of course. But why would you waste it on that, though? I guess. Together they worked on reinforcing Valamar's existing blade. Despite the task being simple compared to making an entirely new weapon, working with the Sumerian ore was hard even for George. Reen and the other members of Class 7, as well as even Valimar, helped where they could and supported him in his effort. Okay, so maybe they got Valimar to lift it up and stuff eventually. A whole nother damn day. Yeah. Okay, I can see the little outside part of it. It's a little more shiny. Whoa. Valimar, your new blade is quite impressive. Yeah, it came out pretty well. Although the base weapon is still the same as the Soldat. Unlike the Soldat's blade, however, I can feel mana radiating from it now. I expect it'll be able to hold a significantly keener edge than before. I'm amazed you managed to process that stuff. A hunk of crystal like that must have been a real pain to work with, huh, George? Well, if anyone could, it's you. I wouldn't have been able to do much with it if not for you guys' help. That we got this far is a real testament to our combined efforts. I'm not sure our contributions can even compare to what you've done, and I'm grateful for it. I'm sure the battles ahead are going to be a lot more smoothly thanks to this. We're lucky to have you on our side, George. Now all you gotta do is take it into a real fight and see how it feels. Right? We should get Valimar to give it a couple of swings.
Oh, you're all still here.
Oh boy. What happened now?
Toa?
What's wrong? It's not like you to be so flustered. It's terrible. We got an emergency report in from the Twin Dragons Bridge. It's Celdic.
Celdic?
What happened to Celdic?
It was set on fire by the Kreutzen Provincial Army.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah. Sucks, man. That is really stinky. Alright. They set a course for Celdic and hurried there as fast as their legs could carry them. Once they arrived, a number of them disembarked to assess the situation, instructed Sarah and Eustace included. Let me see. I will take these three because they were there. Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like they'll have the most to say here. That's where they held up before they were found. So, damn. A beautiful place. We're at the market, everything. Damn. This is the stuff that happens in this game that makes you like, gives you that sense of, I want to stop these people type of thing. You forget there's a lot of real life things going on among the adventure. All right, this is awful. Why would they do such a thing? Grand Market seems to have taken the brunt of it too. Unbelievable. How could the Provincial Army do this to people they're meant to protect? I can't believe this. Let's have a look around town. We should pay a visit to both the market manager and the 4th Armored Division too. So Eustace is upset because it's basically his people that did this, or his father. You can walk around and talk to people here and everything like that, and then you kind of come in and you see people that are hurt and kind of assess the situations. Not Louise too. Excuse me, but how she's been holding up? Has she been giving it medical treatment? Father Zerbel has already tended to her, but apparently the blow to her head was so strong, he can't be sure if she'll make it. Damn. So yeah, you can see Sarah is pissed. Louise, please open your eyes, I'm begging you. You two seem like good friends from what I've seen. Yeah, we got to know each other from my visits over the weathercock whenever I was in town for work. But I'm not going to be able to do anything for her staying here. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played this game, this kind of got to me. Like, you expect stuff like this in the game to happen, but I can't even lie, like, I was a little pissed off at this because it was just like, it was so unnecessary, you know? It's just, man. All right, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to do anything for her staying here. Let's go. We need to see how things are elsewhere. Right. So Sarah has her resolve. Those humanoid machines, they're stay back, don't do it. So that's the Marco. I remember him. He seems to be unconscious. Damn. I hope he had somebody then. Huh? Daddy's not here. Oh man, where'd he go? The sister told him to stay put too. Now, is that Becky's brother? Because he had that funny way of talking. Yeah, so it's pretty sad all the way around. There's Rosine. I can't believe that even Jake was caught up in this. This is horrible. I couldn't do anything to help. I feel so ashamed of myself. Don't be. You were up against professionals, and they had the element of surprise on their side. She's right. I know you're upset, but you're not the one to blame here. And neither are you, Eustace. Yes, I suppose you're right. If I have time to blame myself for what happened, That's time I could be using to actually help people. Great way to look at it. So he's unconscious too. There's Susie. Yeah, it's a rough scene. It's old man Flint. It's a rough scene.
I hope Louise will be okay.
They seem to have enough medicine at least, but...
Okay, so he didn't get hit. Sorry, my mind's kind of all over the place right now. I still can't believe how quickly it took minutes. That's all it took. They ruined the town before our eyes. How could anyone do something like that and even call themselves human? That sucks, man. It's rough. I don't know if she's gonna be in here. She is, okay. Oh, hello. I somehow managed to keep this place from burning down, but Louise was hit on the head by some fallen debris during the attack. If I know things would end up like this, I would have forced her to take the day off. Damn. Like, the shit is really sad, man. Second Lieutenant Dominique. The Jaegers took advantage of the chaos to set fire to as much of the town as possible. I thought they said it was the army. We tried to put it out as fast as we could, but there's a paper guy. Ah, there's Ivan. Why? Why did this have to happen to you of all people, Otto? Oh man. Don't tell me. We should go check for ourselves before jumping to conclusions. Yeah, so the manager of the house, manager of town, the market manager. Did you come to see the market manager? If so, head up to the second floor. Everyone else is already there. Yeah, so this is the roughest scene of this part. Please don't tell me. No. Why, Otto? Please come back to me. No way. You're all from Thor's, correct? He fell victim to one of the Celdic attacks while evacuating the townsfolk, I'm afraid. I did everything in my power to save him, and yet... I see. He's always a nice guy. Always. But we never got to pay him back for helping us during our time here. How could this happen? The market manager's always done everything he could to protect this town. But now he's went and gave his life for us. No one loved this town more than Otto. This just goes to prove that. Why did things end up like this? What are we even supposed to do? Yeah, so that's pretty rough, man. Like, I don't even have... I told you, it messed me up when I first came here. So Otto's dead. I'll speak to them last.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know where Becky's dad is. There's Norton. He made it here pretty fast. You all made it, I see. I've seen a lot during my time as a reporter, but this is the first time I've been left speechless. An atrocity like this can't be forgiven, nobility or not. There's no excuse for such carnage. We'd be failures as people if we let something like this pass. I'll do whatever I can to make sure this doesn't get covered up. Which is really sad that he knows that that's what they do. They cover his shit up. Okay, Those soldiers, they took what was essentially our home. And yet here I am unable to even work up the energy to be depressed. No, I took out a loan to procure the goods for my store. Why? Why did it come to this? I don't know where Becky's dad is. Wait, where is Becky's home? Is her house on the other end? Maybe it's the other end. I just want to see her dad before I talk to poor lady. Private knocker. What the hell? We're in the midst of assessing the situation. Please take any questions to Lieutenant General Craig. Okay. I think this is Becky's house, right? At least I thought it was. Yeah, this is... where's her dad? Okay, I don't know. Guess we just gotta move past it. Elliot. Dad, Major Nightheart. I see the RMP is here as well. Thank you for coming, everyone. I presume you were all contacted. That's right, we came as soon as we heard. Is this the work of who I think it is? It is as you expect. This was done by none other than Grozin Provincial Army soldats. That's absurd. For what reason? I can't believe they willingly destroy the land they're meant to protect. Unfortunately, it's very real. Apparently, they broke through a gap in our line of defense at the Twin Dragon Bridge. According to the report, there were a number of Jaegers within their ranks too. Ah, okay. Duke Aubray has been hiring the Northern Jaegers throughout this war. They were behind the attack on Ymir too. That explains things. Raising towns like this is one of their specialties. And if they had soldats supporting them too, this couldn't have ended any other way. We arrived on the scene as fast as we could and managed to fight them off while evacuating the townsfolk, but they had already retreated towards Berea and formed a defensive line by the time the 4th Division arrived. The townsfolk readily accepted us after the provincial army was forced to retreat from the Twin Dragons Bridge. It's clear this was intended to punish them for that as an example to others. Because they wanted to be neutral. That's crazy. That's no excuse for what they've done here. This reminds me of what Rufus and Vita said, actually.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldat's units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference. What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form.
Rufus said that? The fear this attack has instilled in the townsfolk seems to be a testament to those words. Thanks to the soldats, it's safe to say they succeeded in their aim. Even we of the RMP felt somewhat powerless before them, especially since we couldn't prevent that fatality. To think the one fatality would be the market manager of all people. Regardless, we plan to strengthen our defenses while preparing for countermeasures against Berea. I wonder if you'd came and talked to them first and then found out that way. It probably would have been even worse. I advise that you keep your distance from Celdic for a while. Do engrave this horrid sight into your minds, however. This is no mere conflict. It's an all-out war. Never forget that. Dad. Yeah, that shit sucks, man. Well, there's really nothing else left to do here. I guess Becky's dad is one of the people that got out. Let me see, fella. Leave the townsfolk to us. We'll do everything we can to support them. What are the measures to be taken against Berea? Something must be done. That much is certain. Yeah, it's just a tough scene. There's really nothing else you can do here. Very sad. We've got a decent grasp on the situation killed now. Should we head back? We shall return. Oh boy. Reen. There's Rosine and Hugo. Where's my family? They're all safe, right? Becky, Hugo. We told you to wait on board, didn't we? Sorry, but she insisted. You expect me to sit a boot? A boot? No, about. That's what she's trying to say. Knowing what's happened to my home. My family's safe, right? What about the market manager? They got to do better with that in the writing. Like, that she just asked that outright, like she just knew. Your family's all right. We saw them at the church. I can't say the same for the market manager, though. Oh no, you're having a laugh, huh? Wait, I've got Irene. I'll make sure she returns to the Courageous. Thanks. So her family was in the church. Or maybe maybe they were in the other side. I didn't look on the other side. We'll make our way back first, then. We have a lot to discuss regarding where to proceed from here. Indeed. That sucks, man. After leaving Celdic in the Imperial Army's hands, they all went back to the Courageous. Processing both Otto's death and the state of Celdic proved to be difficult, but they had to face it. It was only after Becky and Hugo returned that they decided to take off. Alright.
Still, this war seems to resemble the War of the Lions more by the minute. History tells us towns were set ablaze all across the country back then as well.
Really?
That is said to have been the case, yes. Although the situation back then is very different compared to now.
True enough. This war's been relatively bloodless in comparison, so something like this happening is a big deal.
Still, in the long term, this is bound to hurt the Alliance's cause more than it will help. That's why I'm finding it so hard to picture that Rufus would give the go-ahead to do it.
I think it's safe to say it was just Duke Alborea doing his own thing. He really seems to hate how Duke Cayenne's higher in practice than him in the Alliance.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, but this is where we part ways. Captain, please let me disembark somewhere nearby.
What? You can't be serious.
You're not thinking of trying to settle things with your father alone, are you?
I can't believe you would even entertain the thought. You need to take a deep breath and calm down before you do something you'll regret, Eustace.
You ain't lying. He kind of had that look like, go fuck his father up. That might would end up pretty bad.
How dare you? Don't act like you know the first thing about what I'm feeling right now. As a member of the Alborea family, I have a duty to stop my father. You have no right.
We have every right to interfere, Eustace. This is clearly too much for one person to handle alone.
Machias is right. You need to calm down and we need to think this over together.
Yeah, this isn't like you at all.
As your classmates and friends, it's not hard to imagine how terrible you must be feeling right now. But that's exactly why we want to help you. And I believe we can.
We should discuss how to approach this matter together.
Yeah, they're right.
That's a Class 7 I know.
Still, this isn't a matter to be taken lightly. Your actions could have a profound effect on the war from here on out.
This is where your friends come in. When you're feeling this way, your friends are supposed to be the people that talk you down from doing crazy ass things and doing things that get you put in jail, killed, and stuff like that. Not encourage you to go do those things. Think things through.
If you're going to get yourselves involved, you're going to need to be prepared for the potential consequences. But I'm sure you guys know the deal at this point, right?
We fully understand what you're saying. So far, we've tried to keep our interference with the war itself to a minimum. However, what just happened in Celdic was an act of terrorism against innocent civilians. We can't turn a blind eye to that.
You're right.
We're all agreed there. The market manager did a lot for us, both during our field study and when we were lying low there after the war broke out.
I'm of the same opinion. He may be head of one of the 4 great houses, but the Imperial family can still make him answer for his crimes. So please, use my position and this ship however necessary to bring him to justice.
Thank you, Your Highness.
All right, I think it's time we come up with a solid plan. We can't allow Duke Alberea to do anything so inhuman ever again.
Thank you.
Right.
Huh? Is there a call coming through? Where's it coming from? Bear with me a moment. This can't be right. It's coming from an airship owned by the Noble Alliance.
How can that be?
They must have sneaked into range. What should we do, Toa? I think I can shake them off if I try.
No, put the call up on the screen.
Oh boy.
It's a pleasure to see you all again, especially you, my dear brother. And Princess Alphen is with you too. Truly, it's an honor, Your Highness.
Rufus.
Goodness.
Why are you calling us?
I apologize for calling so abruptly. Rest assured, I have no intention of attacking or otherwise harming you. I'm calling because there is information of which I'd like to make you aware. Due to the rather sensitive nature of my message, this feed is a private communique from my personal airship.
What could you possibly have to tell us?
Does this concern Celdic by any chance?
It does indeed. I imagine all of you have seen what befell the town yourselves. The attack on Celdic was instigated by Duke Alberea alone. We of the Noble Alliance do not in any way condone it. If you plan to confront the Duke about his actions, you need fear no interference from us.
Huh? Oh, I get it. You want us to take him out, don't you?
Surely not.
The bulk of the Kreutzen Provincial Army is already under my control. The attack was carried out by a small contingent of soldiers who remain loyal to my father. At present, they've walled themselves up in Aurochs Fort along with him. With the aid of the Imperial Army, you ought to be able to take the fortress without much trouble.
This is insane.
They're not as well trained as the ones who are serving you, so you don't mind losing them, do you? I'm impressed at how cold-heartedly objective you can be, Mr. Chief of Staff.
Bet you'd love it if we ended up killing each other, so you'd have nothing to worry about, huh?
Nothing of the sort, Miss Clausel. Still, there's no denying my father's actions will be a millstone around the neck of the Alliance going forward.
He's got a point.
Considering the position I hold, I can't very well publicly oppose him. And that's why I figured I might bring up the matter with all of you. Well, I've said my part. Oh, and Eustace, this is an intensely family-centric affair, as I'm sure you realize. I'm very curious how you'll approach it. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I suppose I'll hope and pray for your success this once, as a sitting member of Thor's Board of Directors.
Wow.
Nothing like using other people to do your dirty work.
Basically.
There remains a real possibility that this is a trap.
Still, now we know the Alliance wants something done about Duke Alberea as much as we do. This could be the best chance we're ever going to get to stop him from wreaking more havoc.
I can't allow my father to commit any more of these unforgivable crimes. I will go to Aurochs Fort and apprehend Duke Alberea myself. And it would mean the world to me if all of you were to lend me your aid.
We're in, buddy.
Do you even need to ask?
Right.
Of course we will. We'll be with you every step of the way.
With that, they finally began preparations to apprehend Duke Alberea. Duke Alberea's actions against Celdic were believed to be in violation of a number of Imperial laws. With that fact as justification, Class 7 chose to call upon the aid of the 4th Armored Division and RMP to formally place him under arrest. In the end, they settled upon the following plan. First, the 4th Armored Division would attack Berea Hard's northern line of defense. Meanwhile, the RMP would attack the city's southern line of defense, forcing them to call for reinforcements from Aurochs Fort. This will give Class 7 an opportunity to attack the fortress using the courageous with relatively limited opposition. And once the fortress is under their control, they were to arrest Duke Alvarea, effectively completing the mission. While all of this was finalized, the remaining touches were put on Valamar's reinforced sword. The operation proved to be an opportune time to test it and collect much needed data. Alright. The next day, the time came for the operation to begin. Well, the time's finally come. Is everyone ready to go? Of course. We can't let Eustace down. This is our chance to avenge all those deaths, too. I appreciate it. Just try and focus your thoughts on the operation for now. You can worry about other things later. We'll be right there with you. Sounds like everyone's all fired up, ready to go. This will be our first chance to test Valamar's newly fortified weapon, too. How'd it turn out? Great, actually. And like Laurel said, today's operation makes it the perfect chance to test it out for battle. I hope so. It'll be a good way to iron out the kinks anyway. The more data I have, the better off we'll be when it comes to making that Tachi. Guys, the 4th Armored Division and the Railway Military Police are almost ready to make their move. Let me know as soon as you're ready. The sooner the better. I'm coming with you. It doesn't sit right with me to have you going up against high-ranking Jaegers alone. That's no reason to let your guard down, though. Make sure you have everything you need. No problem. Alright. The number of party members has increased to 7. We are going to be... Let me see here. I'll bring Machias. Yeah, basically everybody that everybody that's lower level. To advance the main story, speak to Toa in Captain's chair. Yep. Alright. Okay, so all those expired. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is a time also you can go talk to a bunch of different people, like Linde, like, I think Linde, Loggins, Sarah, they get to, you get their profiles, Linde, Loggins, and Fidelio. And I think, Sarah gets one, Eustace gets one automatically. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we'll save here. Alright. I've always known that we were in the middle of a real war, but until now I didn't understand what kind of pain and sacrifice that truly entailed. Same here. Part of me is still trying to convince myself that something so unjust couldn't have really happened. But what's done is done. We can't turn back time, but we can and will stop the Duke from doing anything like that ever again. That's right. We'll make sure of that. So there goes. You guys ready to go? Your equipment's in perfect order, right? And Valamar's are all ready too. Yep.
Everyone, commence final preparations. Depart for the agreed location. Once there, we're on standby until the assault begins.
Yes, ma'am.
Departing for the agreed location. We'll keep watch for any threats from the ground.
Course to the Kreutzen province secured. Courageous. Full speed ahead.
Go, go, go!
All right. Oh, Duke Alberea, we coming for that ass. Oh man. All right. What could that be? This sounds like is that the 4th Armored Division? Look at Craig and Neidhart on top of the tanks. Just ridiculous, man. It is. It's Craig the Red. They're like, no, it's that guy. Like he's not even doing anything. Just standing on top of the tank like a G. The advantage is ours. On our pride as Imperial soldiers, it's time to blast those. Well, he's kind of screaming this. It's time to blast those walking chunks of metal to pieces. Yes, sir. Units 2 and 3, advance. How come they didn't voice act this? Back up Unit 1 while dealing with enemies that approach from both flanks. Yes, sir. Blast. I can't believe they've advanced this far. Apparently they're eager to meet their same fate as Celdic did. Well, if that's the case, let's give them what they want. Where's the dude with the R's, right? He kind of looks like him a little bit. Little copy and paste character. What I mean. Come in. This is Brea Hart, South Entrance. Do you read me? What is it? We're a little busy at the moment. We're under attack from South Crimson Highway. It's the RMP. Come again? Damn, my boy Kid's got the rocket lump. Giving him the blues over there. Impudent little, no matter. Now's our chance to put these dogs down for good. Focus all firepower on the legs to impede their movement. Keep it up while making a gradual retreat. You will need to force them to call reinforcements. Yes, ma'am. I figured she have a bigger group than that. The battle on the north side of the city should have begun by now. The rest is in your hands, Class 7. What in the world? Did a battle break out close by or something? What's Duke Alberea doing at a time like this? Oh, Florence Rufus was here. Yeah, see? It's crazy. Definitely calling reinforcements. Yep, left it wide open. Look at this jackass.
They attacked the city from both sides? Those shameless fiends!
Is there still no response from the Pantagruel?
Did he just call them shameless?
I'm afraid not, Your Grace. We've been trying repeatedly, but we've yet to gain contact. The same remains true for Lord Rufus's personal ship as well.
That damn son of mine. Surely he isn't planning on casting me aside? I thought Eustace was the only useless son I had, but I see I was mistaken. Regardless,
right here,
we must make the best of what we have and repel those intruders. See that my will is done.
Yes, Your Grace.
He has like no love for either of his sons at all. Hey, is that who I think it is over there? Yep.
There's a sad sight. Man, if I'd known things were gonna pan out to be such a mess here, I would have gone to where the 4th Division is.
Remember, we're not to even think of trying to fight in any of this war's major battles. We belong in the shadows, and as such, that is where we shall remain. Leave the battles that will be recorded in history's pages to others.
you're too uptight for someone whose only job now is to sit and do a whole lot of nothing. Hell, didn't you just get back from Crossbell? If we're just gonna be sitting around anyway, you might as well relax.
Well, I can't deny I have as little interest as you in being here.
So apparently when he's talking about that, they are also at the same time as this game doing stuff in Crossbell. That when I play the Crossbell games later, we're gonna find out those things that they did. I know some stuff, but I don't want to spoil it. And the game's coming like later on in the year. I'm gonna play it on my channel, so we'll find out the things that they did there.
But interest or no, this is work!
Oh, shoot.
Looks like I'm not the only one who doesn't want to be here. Then again, it takes a special kind of person to want to help someone who has no problem burning his own territory to the ground.
That is true. Dude is trash.
Still, as someone whose own life is about to burn out, perhaps this is where I belong.
Scarlet is hot.
May I manage one last moment of beauty before my flame burns out completely?
Oh boy. Abort! Abort! Go back!
What's that? The Crimson Wings?
This is Alphen Rysay Arner, speaking from on board the Courageous. We have come to arrest Duke Alberea on suspicion of ordering the destruction and razing of Celdic. Please surrender peacefully.
Your Highness. Ah! So the attacks on Berea Hard were merely a diversion? No matter. Shoot them down. Back off!
Man, please. None of them were even there, bro. All right.
The Hessian Knight? Too late!
Ooh, look at Ring.
Impossible!
They always manage to yell a one word before they're like, impossible.
Thanks for clearing a path, Reen.
Reinforcing Valamar's sword with Zemurian ore made quite an impressive difference. Their defenses are weak. Now's our chance to rush inside.
Right.
Don't get ahead of yourselves now.
All right, so
that sounds like...
Yeah.
A new Soldat?
All right, here's the Kestrel.
Hello, beautiful children of Class 7. It looks like our time to fight has come once again.
Scarlet? Scarlet, is that you?
Not a fan of you suddenly showing up. Oh well. I still owe you for managing to escape from us back at Gorelia Fortress.
I suppose so. But for what it's worth, I just don't care. I don't care about our past encounters. I don't care about the Noble Alliance, and I don't care about what happens to this country.
Huh?
What do you mean?
She's lost the will to live.
I have no reason to want to cling to life. See punish the man who stole everything from me just to put a railway through my homeland by putting a bullet in his heart. That was all I lived for. And now it's done. Right now I'm nothing but a walking corpse searching for a place to die. That's why I've come to see you, Ashen Prince. You're the perfect opponent for me to fall in battle against.
Unbelievable.
She's just like V was.
It looks like she's lost interest in living as well.
What a spoiled child.
I do gotta agree with him there.
Still, you're all welcome to join me if you want. This Kestrel Soldat was designed for pure speed, And I'm going to be pushing it past its limits and flying it straight to hell where V and G await. But there's always room for more passengers on the trip. I'll give you the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair? And if you choose not to join, well, that way has its own charms, I suppose.
If it's a fight you want, I can grant you that much. But I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I won't let anyone else so easily choose to die.
If you think you can stop me, go right ahead and try, Ashen Awakener.
Alright.
This'll be a tough one. Be careful.
She is nothing like Vulcan. And I mean nothing. She, don't get me wrong, she has her kind of abilities, I guess I'll say.
Too bad.
And she's bad, but Vulcan was ridiculously more powerful, I guess I'll say.
My turn.
Alright, we'll
I'm Nanya.
I'll show you how it's done.
Since it is, it is his home, so well, his dad that he's trying to take out. All right.
Too bad.
Great evasion here. Say that shit. Speed is uncanny. Let's try the arm. Yeah. I guess we just going home, maybe able to use moves on her, huh? Okay. I think I get it.
Bring it on!
Let's build
I'll
some
handle
CP
this.
up. Who can give me CP?
I'll help.
I got an idea here. Let's see if the moves actually hit her. Other than you. Yeah, there we go. So it's, you got to use your moves in this fight. Yeah, but she doesn't do a lot of damage at all.
My turn.
All right, so here comes one of her we'll take her defense and stuff down so we can do some more damage to her. See, even one of her most powerful moves doesn't do that much damage.
Gotcha!
It's working. Keep it up.
All right. So we're probably gonna miss her regular moves. I mean, oh no, we had to hit that time.
Gotcha!
I'll handle this. Allow me.
Gotcha!
She's go flagging for one, huh? Okay. Yeah, let's defend.
Bring it on!
Very well. I'll help.
Gotcha!
handle this.
Yeah. Bringing her defense down helped a lot.
Gotcha! Let's go! Gotcha! Time!
Come on.
That's it! Just a little more!
No. Seems like when she in one of her stances, she can't dodge.
My turn. I'll help.
Want to get the morning moon, but can't seem to get there.
Burn to ash!
We almost got her though.
Let's go! My sword will cleave open the way!
She's out of there.
This can't be happening.
I feel like this can't be happening.
Well done! You did great that time!
Literally planned on dying.
He did it.
Nice work, Reen.
I can see why you were C's classmate. You fought just as wonderfully as he does in his Azure Knight. Now I can go with no regrets.
This is bad. Watch out, Reen! Pushing her Soldat for that kind of speed put a huge strain on its orbital engine. At this rate, the same thing that happened with B's gonna happen here too.
I won't let that happen. I'm not going to stand back and allow anyone else to die. Not if I have the power to stop it. We're doing this, Valimar!
Acknowledged.
Green said, no way. Boy knew exactly where to hit it. He wouldn't even allow her to die.
Reen!
There really is no end to your recklessness. Is that her Soldat's cockpit?
Yeah, looks like I managed to separate it in time. I want to check to see if she's alright in there just in case, though.
You put on a good show, Reen. All right, everyone. We're going in.
Right! We need to do this while Dad and the others are keeping the soldiers from the fort occupied.
We'll check if everything is clear inside. Follow when you can.
I will. Take care, everyone.
Our objective is to infiltrate the fortress and apprehend my father, Duke Alberea. Remain on guard at all times.
Class 7, Group A, advance into the fortress!
All right. Yeah, so just make sure you hit her with some of your attacks. When she's in her charging stances, she can't and she can't dodge it in too.
How is she, Valimar?
I detect vital readings from inside. Her life appears to be in no danger.
This should do it. Are you okay?
Why did you have to? I was so close. So close to being reunited with them.
Sorry, but I wasn't about to let that happen. I can't pretend to know everything about the life that you've led, but based on what I do know, I don't believe it's okay for that life to come to an end like this. Accept justice for what you've done, and then find a way to atone for your crimes.
You really are soft.
Looks like she passed out. Still, I'm glad I made it in time.
Same here.
And look who it was.
It's Ordine!
How long have you been there?
Oh, how cute.
did you come because you were all worried about your friend?
He was.
You got me. Still, I wasn't expecting you to try a bet with stakes quite that high. Did you even stop to think for 1 second about what would happen if you got caught in that explosion?
I wasn't thinking at all, to be honest. Still, if I can't win a bet like that, what chance do I have of winning against you?
That's a great point.
Right, Crow?
Fair enough. Well, thanks. Oh, and reinforcing your weapon with Zemirian ores, not a bad idea. Just know that you're gonna need to do more than reinforce some old sword to match up to Ordine. So, keep working your way through those trials.
Notice how he knows exactly what it is they're doing?
Oh, and that was some fine work you did making it, George. Can't wait to see what the final product looks like.
I think you'll like what you see.
As for the two of you, Toa and Angelica, looks like you've really gotten the hang of flying that thing. I don't think there are many students out there who can learn to handle a cutting-edge cruiser in a couple of weeks. You two are nuts.
It was nothing. We can't afford to take forever getting used to a ship when we've got a troublemaker like you to bring home.
Just you wait. You'll be coming back to us. I promise you that. And I hope you're ready to be on cleaning duty until graduation as a penalty for worrying us so much.
If you think you can do it, go right ahead. You still got a long way to go before you can defeat me. But I ain't gonna complain if you actually pull it off.
Yeah.
Okay, time to get back to work. Your classmates must be waiting inside for you by now. You should go after them.
We'll get Valimar back on board the Courageous and keep watch here. You can count on that.
Ha! Good luck!
Thanks. We'll be back soon.
All right.
Stop right there!
All right. I'm going to end here. When we come back, we'll be taking on this part and dealing with the rest of these Jaegers and getting through this building, arresting Yus's father, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for checking out the vids. I appreciate everybody that is subscribing, looking at the videos. Hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.